Archangel Michael says, "This is an emergency. Only 15 minutes left." 5 archangels who love you more than I do are begging you to open this right now. Their lives are in your hands. Hurry before it's too late. Listen to me right now. Do not look away. Do not scroll. Do not take another breath without hearing every word I am about to say. Heaven sent me with no time left to wait. This is not just a message, it is an emergency. I repeat, this is an emergency. Only 15 minutes remain before the window closes, before a shift happens that cannot be undone. I am Archangel Michael, and I speak with the weight of heaven on my shoulders, with fire in my voice and love that trembles for you. 5 archangels who love you more than I do are crying out right now. They are pleading with me, Michael, speak faster. Speak louder. Tell them to listen before it's too late. Their voices are shaking the heavens as I speak. They are not crying for themselves. They are crying for you. They see what you cannot see. They see the battle closing in around your soul, the shadow trying to pull you away, the choices pressing at your heart, whispering lies to delay your response. But you must not wait. You must open your spirit now, because what happens in these next 15 minutes determines what happens for years to come. Heaven is not speaking to frighten you. Heaven is speaking because love refuses to stay silent while you stand on the edge of danger. I see the light around you flickering, the angels surrounding you, some holding shields, some with tears on their faces. I can feel their love for you, deeper than words can explain. Even the ones who stand behind me, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, Chamuel, and Zadkiel, are kneeling in intercession for you right now. Their voices echo through the realms, Father, please, let them hear. Let them open their heart before it's too late. Child of heaven, you do not understand how loved you are. You do not see how many wars have been fought for your soul. You think you are walking through another ordinary moment, but this is not ordinary. This moment has been marked since before your birth. It is the moment where heaven tries one last time to reach you before a door closes. You have been wondering why everything feels heavy, why your thoughts are loud, why your heart beats faster with confusion, fear, and uncertainty. It is because the battle has reached its highest point. Darkness has decided that if it cannot destroy you from the outside, it will try to wear you down from the inside. But heaven has decided differently. Heaven has chosen intervention. That is why I am here. That is why I am breaking through your screen, your silence, your doubt, to speak life into what is about to die. Do not mistake this voice for coincidence. This is not an accident. You were meant to hear this at this exact second. I have waited, the archangels have waited, and even the Father himself has leaned close, hoping you would not turn away when this message reached you. Let me tell you what is happening right now in the unseen. Around you stands a circle of 5 brilliant lights, 5 archangels who love you beyond measure. They are not strangers to your life. They have been beside you since childhood. They were there when you cried quietly in your room, when you said, "God, if you see me, give me a sign." They are the ones who whispered to keep you from making that one choice that would have destroyed everything. They are the ones who stood in front of accidents that should have taken your life. And right now, those same archangels are trembling with love and urgency because they know something you don't. They know that time in the spiritual realm has reached the last minutes of grace for a decision that heaven has been waiting for you to make. 15 minutes. That is all that remains. Not because heaven runs on clocks, but because the opportunity before you is fragile. A door of mercy is open now, wide enough for you to walk through, but soon it will close. And if you hesitate, if you keep saying, "Later," that door will shut with tears on both sides. I, Michael, am not here to scare you, but to awaken you. You have been surrounded by confusion. You have been attacked by fear. You have been told lies about your worth, your future, your purpose. But I tell you the truth now, you are chosen. You were chosen before the world began. There is a divine assignment written with your name on it, and darkness has been fighting it since the day you took your first breath. Type, "Jesus, I desperately need you," if you know He's your only true answer. Comment, "I live and breathe for you, Christ," if your life rests safely in His hands. You have wondered why some people left, why things fell apart, why your heart feels tired. It was not punishment. It was preparation. You are being refined for something greater than you can imagine. But that calling requires your yes. Heaven cannot force you. Love will not push you. You must choose. That is why this is an emergency. The 5 archangels who love you more than I do are waiting for your answer. They are watching to see if you will rise, if you will open your heart, if you will say, "I am ready, Lord." Right now, the heavens are silent, waiting on your response. Every angel has stopped to listen. Every prayer you prayed is floating before the throne, waiting for the moment you believe that this message is for you. I need you to understand how precious you are. You are not a mistake. You are not forgotten. You are not too late. You are not too broken. You are not too lost. You are exactly the one heaven came for. Do you feel that stirring in your chest? That sudden warmth, that trembling in your heart? That is not emotion. That is the presence of God reaching through this moment to touch you. That is heaven confirming that this is real. That is the Father whispering, "I am still here. I have not given up on you. I have seen your tears. I have seen your sleepless nights. I have seen the way you keep pretending to be strong when you feel like collapsing. But you must know this, every tear you shed was noticed. every silent cry was heard. And every prayer you thought was ignored was written in heaven's record. You are not unseen. You are not abandoned. You are loved more than you can ever understand. Listen carefully. The 5 archangels are still calling your name. Gabriel, the messenger, stands with a scroll in his hand, your destiny written on it, glowing with golden letters. Raphael, the healer, is waiting to touch your wounds, to close the pain that has followed you. Uriel, the light of God, is ready to burn away the confusion that clouds your mind. Chamo, the one who carries love, stands behind you, arms open, ready to remind you that you are not unlovable. And Zadie, the angel of mercy, holds the cup of forgiveness, waiting for you to let go of what has been poisoning your peace. They are all waiting for one thing, your surrender. Do not think surrender means weakness. It means trust. It means saying, I cannot do this alone anymore. It means letting heaven take the weight you've carried for too long. Right now, your heart is the battlefield. The voices of fear and faith are fighting to be heard. But heaven's voice is stronger. Heaven's voice says, come home. Come now. You have 15 minutes. In those minutes, heaven will watch your heart. Each second counts. Every moment of hesitation matters. Do not delay your healing. Do not delay your destiny. You may not understand how serious this moment is, but I do. I can see the spiritual countdown. I can hear the sound of mercy closing, like the final notes of a song that heaven has sung over you since birth. But if you respond, if you whisper, yes, right now, everything changes. Do not let fear tell you that you are too far gone. The 5 archangels are living proof that you are worth fighting for. They have battled storms, stood between you and destruction, and cried over your pain. Their love is real, but the choice is yours. I will stay beside you as long as you let me. I will protect you if you choose the light. I will fight for you until every chain breaks. But I cannot fight your unbelief for you. You must open your heart. You must let heaven in. You are standing at the edge of something holy. The next 15 minutes are sacred. I am not speaking to your mind, I am speaking to your soul. Heaven is calling you by name. Do you feel that gentle pressure around your heart right now? That is not fear. That is heaven's cry reaching you through me. It is love so deep, so desperate to save you, that it shakes even the angels who have never known fear. Listen closely. I will tell you what is happening above you at this very moment. 5 archangels are kneeling before the throne of the Most High. The light around them burns brighter than 1,000 suns, yet it is trembling. Their wings, usually spread wide in strength, are folded close in sorrow. They are begging on your behalf. Their voices echo through heaven, Father, please, one more chance for this soul. Do not let them turn away. Let our love reach them before time runs out. The Father's light shines over them, and His heart aches too, because His love for you is beyond words. Even I, Michael, the protector of heaven's armies, cannot measure how much He loves you. He created you with His own breath. He wrote your name in the book of life before your first heartbeat. And now, all of heaven waits, watching, hoping that this moment is the one where you finally understand how much you are loved. Gabriel is the first to speak. His voice is soft but powerful, filled with tears. They don't know, Michael, he says. They think they are alone. They think no one hears them. They think their mistakes have erased their worth. Tell them I have been whispering truth in their ears every night. Tell them I have been standing beside their bed, speaking peace over their mind when the world was silent. Tell them I have never stopped delivering messages of hope, even when they were too broken to believe. Then Raphael steps forward. His eyes glow with green light, the color of healing. His hands are still stained with the pain he's carried from you. Michael, he says, they don't see how close they were to losing themselves. I've stood beside them when they wanted to give up. I've carried their pain to the throne every day. I've asked again and again, Father, please, give them strength. Give them one more day. They have cried alone in dark rooms, thinking no one cared. But I was there, healing what they could not name. Tell them I'm not far away. Tell them their body, their mind, their heart can still be restored. Tell them I am not finished with them yet. Uriel rises next, his face fierce with fire and light. His voice shakes the ground of heaven. They have been blinded by lies, he declares. They walk in shadows, but they were made for light. I have been trying to guide them, but they keep doubting the light inside them. They listen to voices that call them weak, unworthy, and forgotten. But the truth is this, they are a flame of God, small but eternal. They are not too late. They are not too lost. If they would only open their eyes, they would see heaven standing all around them. Chamuel steps closer. His light is soft pink and gold, glowing like the warmth of sunrise. His voice trembles with love. Michael, he says, they have forgotten how loved they are. Their heart is tired. They think love has betrayed them. They've tried to fill their emptiness with things that never satisfy. Tell them that love still waits for them. Tell them that I've been holding their broken heart in my hands, waiting to give it back whole again. Tell them that they were never too difficult to love. That every time they pushed people away, heaven stayed. Then Tzadkiel, the angel of mercy, steps forward last. His robe shimmers with silver light. His voice is calm but heavy with pain. They are carrying guilt that was never theirs to carry, he says. They have punished themselves for things they could have released long ago. They've believed they are too stained to be forgiven. Tell them to stop running from mercy. Tell them to lift their eyes. The Father has already forgiven them. The past has already been washed away. They just need to believe it. And now I, Michael, stand among them, my sword lowered. Even I am trembling, because love this strong is hard to hold. We are heaven's cry. We are not angry at you. We are not disappointed. We are not here to judge you. We are here because we cannot bear to watch you walk away from the love that has followed you since birth. Do you understand, child of light? Heaven cries not because you are bad, but because you are precious. Heaven cries because you keep hurting yourself by believing lies about who you are. Heaven cries because you are standing in a storm, but you refuse to open the umbrella God is handing you. Type, "Heaven is my forever home," if your eyes stay fixed on eternity's promise. I need you to listen, not with your ears, but with your heart. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel the pull in your spirit. That soft ache is the sound of heaven's cry. That warmth in your chest is the Father saying, I still want you. I still love you. I still have plans for you. You have no idea how many times disaster was stopped because of love. You were supposed to be destroyed long ago. But every time darkness came close, an angel stepped in front of it. Every time you almost made a decision that would have broken your life beyond repair, we whispered something that made you pause. You called it coincidence, but it was us. You called it luck, but it was mercy. There were moments when you thought no one noticed your pain. But the truth is, heaven noticed every second. Every tear you shed was seen, every sigh was heard. When you said, no one cares, heaven said, we do. When you said, I can't go on, heaven said, we will carry you. You are not forgotten. You are the reason we are here. We cry because your light is fading when it should be shining. We cry because your hands are trembling when they should be lifted in strength. We cry because you are surrounded by lies that tell you you've failed too much to start again. But the truth, the simple truth, is that you can still rise. The Father has not written the end of your story. The pages are still blank, waiting for your surrender to fill them with beauty. Heaven's cry is not the sound of sadness, it is the sound of love too deep to stay quiet. It is the sound of angels fighting for you. It is the sound of eternity knocking at your heart. I know you feel tired. I know your mind tells you this message is too late. But listen to me, it is not too late. It is never too late while there is breath in your lungs. The 5 archangels have already decided that your story will not end in defeat. But we need your permission to fight harder for you. You must say, yes, I am ready. That one sentence gives heaven power to move mountains in your life. You think heaven needs your perfection. It doesn't. Heaven needs your surrender. The moment you stop running, every angel assigned to you will surround you again in full force. The storm will break. The weight will lift. The fear will lose its grip. Heaven's cry is the sound of love fighting for its child. And right now, that child is you. Do you know how much one's soul weighs in heaven's eyes? Not in numbers, not in gold, not in the measure of days, but in love. The weight of your soul is greater than worlds. Every star that burns was lit to remind you that you exist. Every ocean that moves was allowed to breathe so that your heart could keep beating. That is the value heaven places on you. That is why we cry when you doubt your worth. The weight of your soul cannot be counted in what you own or what you have done. It is measured in what you were made for. You were formed from divine breath. The first time the Father spoke your name, creation paused to listen. Angels stopped their songs to hear it. That name still echoes through eternity, calling you home. Even now, as you hear my words, your name is being whispered in heaven, not with disappointment, but with longing. You think your life is small. You think your choices only affect you. But that is not true. The ripple of your soul touches more lives than you can imagine. When you choose light, whole generations change. When you choose hope, unseen chains fall from people you have never met. Every act of faith sends light through the world like waves through water. And when you fall, when you lose yourself to pain or fear, heaven does not turn away, heaven bends lower, reaching out to catch you before the darkness can claim what was never its to take. You do not see it, but I do. I see how your smallest choice shifts the balance of things unseen. I see how one word of kindness changes destinies. I see how one prayer spoken in the middle of pain shakes entire realms. You think your silence is empty, but even your sighs are sound in heaven. Even your breath carries power. That is the weight of your soul. That is why the 5 archangels cry out for you. They know that what you decide in this short moment does not end here. It reaches generations. It touches those who are yet to be born. You are not only saving yourself when you listen, you are saving countless lives tied to yours. Gabriel sees it as lines of light connecting from your heart to others. Raphael sees the healing that could flow if you let go of bitterness. Uriel sees the darkness that would break apart if you simply believe. Chamuel sees love returning to homes that have been cold for years. Tzadkiel sees mercy unlocking chains that have bound your family for decades. All of this, all of heaven's hope, rests on the simple choice you are about to make. That is the weight of a soul. When heaven looks at you, we don't see mistakes. We see potential that the earth still needs. We see the laughter you will bring, the lives you will touch, the moments you will change just by being who you are. And when darkness looks at you, it sees the same thing. That is why it fights so hard to make you forget. If you ever realized how powerful your light is, you would never fear again. Child of light, you are not replaceable. There is no one else who can take your place in heaven's plan. If you choose to give up, something holy will go missing from the world. If you rise, something divine will awaken in thousands of others. That is why this is an emergency. Not because God is impatient, but because love cannot stand still while you stand at the edge of surrender. I know what you have been thinking. Why would heaven care about me? I have failed too many times. I have been angry. I have doubted. I have done things I'm ashamed of. Listen to me, that is exactly why heaven cares. Because failure cannot erase your worth. Because shame cannot silence the love that made you. Because every scar you carry can become a mark of victory if you let the Father touch it. Do you know what happens every time you forgive yourself? A storm quiets in the unseen. Do you know what happens every time you choose kindness when anger tempts you? Another soul feels peace without knowing why. You are connected to more than you see. The universe breathes with your choices. Heaven counts them one by one. When I look at you, I do not see your sins. I see your fight. I see your heart still beating in the middle of pain. I see your eyes searching for light. I see your hands trembling but still reaching. That is strength. That is faith. That is what makes you beautiful in heaven's eyes. You must stop believing that your life does not matter. You must stop thinking that if you disappear, nothing will change. Everything would change. The 5 archangels are living proof of that. They have fought thousands of battles because of the value of your soul. They have faced storms that could tear worlds apart, and yet they stand, for you. I remember the first time the darkness tried to claim you. You were young, lost, afraid. The night around you was thick with despair. The enemy whispered, "They will never rise again." But we knew better. We surrounded you with light, and the moment you cried out for help, heaven moved. You didn't see it, but that night we won a battle that still shakes the realms today. You are a survivor not by chance, but by divine purpose. You are not fragile, you are sacred. Every part of you was designed with meaning. Your tears water the ground for your next breakthrough. Your pain becomes the soil where compassion grows. Your silence holds prayers that shake the heavens. The enemy wanted you to believe you were useless, because he knows what happens when you realize your worth. This is why the countdown matters. 15 minutes in heaven's time is not about seconds, it's about opportunity. Every moment you listen, another chain breaks. Every heartbeat that says, "I believe," makes darkness lose strength. You are not just hearing words, you are being rewritten by them. Heaven is pouring light into the cracks of your soul right now. Close your eyes again. Feel that pressure lift from your chest. That is Raphael's healing power moving through you. Feel that warmth rising in your spine. That is Uriel's light cleansing fear. Feel that calm wrapping around your thoughts. That is Shammah's love reminding you that you are still wanted. Feel the tears that want to fall, those are Tzadkiel's mercy washing guilt away. Feel the strength that returns to your hands, that is me, Michael, placing my sword of protection over you once again. Write, Jesus, be glorified in every part of me, if your life has become His altar. This is the weight of your soul. It makes heaven move. It makes angels cry. It makes time stop. And yet, even with all that glory, you are still free to choose. Love will never force you. Love waits. But do not make love wait too long. The longer you wait, the more the enemy whispers. The more he whispers, the more numb you become. I am here now because I do not want you numb. I want you alive. Awake. Aware. Do you hear me, child of heaven? The Father is not disappointed in you. He is calling you back. The angels are not condemning you. They are cheering for you. The heavens are not closed. They are opening wider with every breath you take in faith. You are the reason this message exists. The weight of your soul is not something to fear, it is something to honor. You carry eternity within you. You carry light meant for this world. And the moment you believe that, everything changes. Heaven is watching. The clock is still ticking, but it has not reached zero yet. There is still time to choose life, to choose forgiveness, to choose love. I am still here. I will not leave until you rise. You wonder why life feels so heavy, why even small things drain you, why your heart swings between peace and panic so quickly. You think you're just tired. You think it's stress or bad luck. But I need you to know the truth, you are in a battle. A real one. You can't see it with your eyes, but your spirit feels it every day. It's the battle for your mind, your peace, your future. There are unseen hands that try to pull you away from light. They whisper through doubt, through fear, through the voice that tells you you're not enough. You feel those thoughts, the ones that say you'll never change, that your prayers don't matter, that no one cares. Those are not yours. They are arrows shot from the dark to make you forget who you are. But do you know what happens each time one of those arrows flies? We block it. We stand between you and it. I have drawn my sword more times than you know, not against people, but against the shadows that want to wrap around your heart. Raphael has stood over your bed when nightmares tried to break your mind. Gabriel has shouted truth into your spirit when lies whispered louder than hope. Uriel has lit the path under your feet when confusion tried to blind you. Chamuel has wrapped love around you when loneliness tried to drown you. Sadkiel has poured mercy over your mistakes when guilt tried to crush you. You have been defended more times than you can imagine. You are not weak. You are under attack. But you are also under protection. That is why you're still here. The hidden battle is not fought in the sky, it's fought inside you. It's in the moment you want to give up but don't. It's in the tears you cry in silence, choosing not to let bitterness win. It's in every time you keep going even when no one claps. Heaven calls those moments victories. The enemy doesn't come with horns or fire. He comes as distraction. He comes as endless scrolling, endless noise, endless worry. He doesn't need to destroy you if he can keep you too busy to listen. Every minute he steals is a seed that never gets planted. That's why I'm shouting now, because time is running short and your attention is precious. The hidden battle also happens through your memories. The enemy loves to replay old pain until it feels like the past never ended. He wants you trapped in moments that God already healed. He wants you to stare at old wounds until you forget that scars mean survival. But heaven says, enough. You don't need to keep bleeding from what was already closed. You don't need to keep blaming yourself for what wasn't your fault. Every thought that tells you you're too late, every feeling that tells you you're alone, those are the enemy's weapons. But here's the truth, you are never alone. Even in your silence, angels are fighting. Even in your emptiness, heaven is present. When you said, "No one sees me," we saw you. When you said, "I can't go on," we carried you. When you said, "I don't deserve help," the Father whispered, "They are mine, and I will not lose them." You've survived so many hidden battles already. The proof is that you're still breathing. You've been knocked down, but not destroyed. You've cried, but you're still here. That's not weakness, that's victory. The darkness tried to end you, and it failed. Listen carefully now. I need you to understand what happens in the spirit when you start believing this truth. Every time you choose to believe that you are loved, the light around you expands. Every time you forgive, a chain breaks. Every time you speak kindness instead of anger, the enemy loses ground. Every single act of faith, no matter how small, shakes the darkness. You think prayer is quiet, but it sounds like thunder in the unseen. You think tears are weak, but they fall like holy fire in the heavens. You think silence means nothing, but sometimes silence is the loudest declaration of trust. The battle is not won by shouting louder than fear, it's won by standing still and not letting fear move you. Let me tell you what I see right now. Around you, the enemy's forces are trembling. They see this message reaching you and they are afraid. They know that if you open your heart fully, you will become unstoppable. They know that if you forgive, if you believe, if you choose light, they lose all power over you. That's why they try to distract you, to make you look away, to make you think this is just another message. It's not. This is your rescue. You have felt heaviness on your chest that had no reason. You've had nights when your thoughts turned dark for no cause. You've had mornings when you woke up already tired. Those were battles. And every time you whispered, "God, help me," an angel answered. Sometimes you didn't feel us, but we were there. Sometimes you thought the silence meant nothing was happening, but in that silence, we were fighting. When you fell apart, we picked up the pieces. When you cursed yourself, we covered your mouth with love. When you said, "I'm done," heaven said, "Not yet." You didn't fail, you were under fire. And you survived. This is what the hidden war looks like. It's not about the world outside, it's about the world within. The enemy knows he cannot touch your destiny, so he tries to make you give it up yourself. He uses fear, shame, confusion, and delay. He tells you, later, until later becomes never. But heaven says, now. Heaven says, the time is short. 15 minutes remain. You have to understand that the hidden battle always intensifies right before a breakthrough. The closer you get to light, the harder the darkness pushes back. That's why you've been feeling so much pressure lately. It's not because you're doing something wrong, it's because you're about to step into something right. The 5 archangels are already positioned around you. They're strengthening your faith right now. Raphael is healing wounds that were slowing you down. Uriel is lighting up your path so the confusion lifts. Gabriel is speaking courage into your spirit. Chamuel is wrapping your heart in warmth so you stop feeling unworthy. Zadkiel is lifting the guilt that's been chaining your peace. You are not alone in this war. You are surrounded. You are protected. You are being rescued as you listen. The very fact that you are still here proves that light has already won. But you must not go back. You must not reopen what heaven has closed. You must not return to the habits, the people, or the thoughts that once broke you. The enemy will try to pull you back through what feels familiar. But you've grown. You've seen too much to go backward. The same love that brought you this far will carry you forward. You are stronger than your past. You are bigger than your fears. You are loved beyond your mistakes. And no matter how dark the fight feels, you are never fighting alone. Now breathe. Slow. Deep. Let go. You are safe in this light. Let the battle fade for a moment. Let heaven's peace settle in. This is your pause before the next victory. This is your calm before the dawn. The clock has begun. You can't see it with your eyes, but heaven's time is moving now. 15 minutes, that's all that remains in this moment of grace. Not human minutes, but divine ones. Every breath counts. Every thought matters. Every heartbeat echoes in eternity. These next moments are not about fear, they're about awakening. The first bell rings in the spirit. I see light touching your mind. You start to remember who you are. You are not what life has called you. You are not the mistakes you made. You are light wrapped in flesh. You are heaven's design. You feel a small spark, that's your soul waking up. You've been asleep in pain, but now your spirit is stirring. Heaven is whispering, open your eyes, child. This is your awakening. The second bell sounds. Suddenly you feel the weight of what you've carried, the pain, the guilt, the fear. It's not meant to crush you. It's meant to show you that you were never meant to carry it alone. Conviction is not condemnation, it is love reminding you that there's more. You begin to feel tears rise, not because of shame, but because you finally realize how much heaven loves you despite everything. The third bell echoes softly. This is the hardest one. You feel the pull, the part of you that still wants control, that still wants to fix things alone. But surrender doesn't mean losing. It means laying down the fight that's been killing your peace. You whisper in your heart, God, I can't do this alone anymore. And just like that, something breaks. The heaviness begins to lift. The angels smile. The Father leans closer. Heaven hears your yes. The fourth minute comes like wind. Suddenly your chest feels lighter. You start remembering things that hurt, but this time, instead of pain, there's peace. You realize that forgiveness isn't about forgetting what happened, it's about freeing yourself from it. You let go of blame, of regret, of the anger that's been eating your joy. The chains around your heart begin to fall. Raphael touches you gently. You feel warmth spreading through your body, that's healing beginning. You are halfway through the first 5 minutes, and heaven is moving fast. The Father is restoring what you thought was gone forever. Lost dreams, broken trust, forgotten hope, they are coming back, piece by piece. Chamuel pours love into the cracks of your heart. Uriel shines light over your path again. Gabriel whispers, it's not over. You begin to feel something holy returning, peace. Now the 6th minute arrives like dawn. You start to see what you couldn't before. You understand that all the pain had a purpose. Every delay protected you. Every loss led you to this encounter. The pieces fit now. The confusion clears. You realize heaven was never late, you just couldn't see the timing. Now you do. And it's beautiful. The 7th minute pours like rain. You feel emotion rise, the kind you can't explain, the kind that feels like your soul being washed clean. The memories still exist, but their sting is gone. The shadows begin to leave. Light fills every corner of your spirit. It's like standing in a downpour of mercy. Zadkiel smiles. This is his moment. He takes every drop of guilt you've been holding and throws it into the sea of grace. You are free. The 8th bell sounds with power. You start to breathe differently. Your back straightens. The heaviness on your shoulders falls off. You realize you've survived every storm that once promised to break you. You are stronger than you thought. The angels gather around you now, not to protect you from falling, but to remind you that you can stand. You are not a victim anymore, you are a warrior. Say, Father, I am listening with an open heart, if your soul is ready for His voice.